Do you ever feel that awkward silence creeping in? You're at a party, a networking event, or even just in the elevator, and your mind goes completely blank. You want to connect, you want to say something interesting, but all you can think of is, so, nice weather we're having. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone, and I've got some great news for you. Today, we're diving deep into the art of conversation, inspired by Patrick King's fantastic book, Better Small Talk. We're going to transform those cringy moments into opportunities for genuine connection. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit of strategies to make small talk not just bearable, but actually enjoyable. So stick around, because your social life is about to get a major upgrade. Let's start by reframing what small talk even is. Most of us see it as a pointless, superficial chore we have to endure. But what if we saw it differently? Patrick King suggests thinking of small talk as the appetizer before the main course. It's not the deep, meaningful conversation itself, but it's the necessary first step to get there. It's the bridge you build to see if there's a connection worth exploring further. It's about making people feel comfortable, seen, and heard. When you shift your mindset from, ugh, I have to do this, to, I get to create a potential connection, the entire experience changes. The pressure lifts, and it becomes a low-stakes game of exploration. You're not trying to become best friends in 5 minutes. You're just opening a door. This mindset shift is the foundation. It turns a dreaded task into a positive opportunity. So, how do we actually start a conversation without defaulting to the weather? The key is observation. Look around you. Your environment is packed with conversation starters. Are you at a conference? This speaker is really engaging. What's been your favorite takeaway so far? Are you at a friend's house party? I love the music they've chosen. Do you know who this artist is? Or you can comment on something they are wearing or carrying. That's a really cool laptop bag. Where did you find it? The trick is to make a specific, genuine observation and then turn it into an open-ended question. Avoid questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Instead of, are you enjoying the event? Try, what brought you to this event today? This invites a story, not just a one-word answer, and immediately gets the ball rolling. Once the conversation has started, how do you keep it from fizzling out? The secret weapon here is what King calls threading. Imagine every statement someone makes is a rope with multiple threads hanging off it. Your job is to pick one of those threads and pull on it with a follow-up question. Let's say someone says, I just got back from a trip to Italy. You have so many threads. You could ask about the food, the cities they visited, a specific memory, or what prompted the trip. You could say, oh, Italy. I've always wanted to go. What was the most amazing meal you had there? Or, that sounds incredible. Was it for vacation or work? By picking a thread, you show you're actively listening and genuinely curious. This is far more engaging than just saying, oh, cool, and then scrambling to think of a new topic. You're building upon what they've already given you, creating a natural and flowing dialogue. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest small talk traps. The dreaded interview mode. This is where you just fire off one question after another. Where are you from? What do you do? Do you have any siblings? It feels less like a conversation and more like a police interrogation. To avoid this, remember the conversational seesaw. It needs to be balanced. For every question you ask, you should also offer a piece of information about yourself. It's a pattern of ask, answer, and offer. For example, if you ask, what do you do for fun, and they say, I love hiking, don't just jump to the next question. Respond and offer something. That's awesome. I've been trying to get into hiking more myself. I recently went to a trail just outside the city, and it was beautiful. Have you been there? This does two things. It makes the conversation a two-way street, and it gives them new threads to pull on about you. You're not just extracting information. You're sharing and building rapport. But what if you're the one being asked the questions? How do you give answers that aren't dead ends? Instead of just saying, I'm a software engineer, add a little hook. Give them something more to work with. You could say, I'm a software engineer. Right now I'm working on a really fun project, developing an app that helps people identify plants. See the difference? The first answer is a wall. The second is a door with a welcome mat. You've given them details, app development, plants, that make it easy for them to ask a follow-up question. Think of your answers as a launch pad for the other person. Always try to add a little detail, a feeling, or a short anecdote. This makes you a more interesting person to talk to and takes the pressure off them to carry the entire conversation. A huge part of making great conversation is making the other person feel great. And one of the easiest ways to do that is by giving genuine, specific compliments. General compliments like, "You're nice" are fine, but they're forgettable. Specific compliments land with much more impact. Instead of, "I like your presentation," try, "I was so impressed with how you used that specific data point to illustrate your argument in the presentation. It really made it click for me." This shows you were paying close attention and value their effort and skill. It could be about a choice they made. "I love how you decorated this room. The color combination is so unique and calming," or an action they took. "The way you handled that difficult question was so graceful." Specificity makes the compliment feel sincere and memorable, and it makes people feel truly seen and appreciated. Let's not forget the power of nonverbal communication. Your body language often speaks louder than your words. Are you turned towards the person, making eye contact and nodding along? Or are your arms crossed, your eyes darting around the room, and your body angled towards the exit? These signals tell the other person whether you're engaged or just waiting to escape. To show you're present, maintain open body language. Uncross your arms, lean in slightly, and try to mirror their energy level. And smile. A genuine smile is universally understood as a sign of warmth and friendliness. It instantly makes you more approachable and puts others at ease. Mastering your nonverbals is just as important as mastering your words when it comes to building connections. Finally, knowing how to gracefully exit a conversation is a skill in itself. We've all been trapped in a conversation that has run its course. Instead of awkwardly shuffling away or inventing a fake emergency, have a few polite exit lines ready. You can use the future mention technique. "Well, it was so great talking to you about your trip to Italy. I'm going to go grab another drink, but hopefully, I'll see you around later." Or you can state your intention clearly and politely. "It's been a pleasure chatting with you. I promised myself I'd try to meet a few more people tonight, but I really enjoyed our conversation." The key is to be positive and appreciative. Thank them for the chat, express that you enjoyed it, and then make your move. A smooth exit leaves a positive final impression and keeps the door open for future interactions. So, to recap, shift your mindset to see small talk as an opportunity. Use your environment to find unique conversation starters. Keep the dialogue flowing by threading and picking up on details. Balance the conversational seesaw by asking, answering, and offering. Give interesting answers that have hooks. Make people feel great with specific, sincere compliments. Use open and engaged body language. And finally, know how to make a graceful exit. Small talk isn't an innate talent. It's a skill. And like any skill, it gets better with practice. So next time you're in a social situation, don't shy away. Try one of these techniques. Start small. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and exploring the world of better small talk. I hope you found these tips helpful and feel more confident for your next social event. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on more content like this. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your go-to strategy for starting a conversation? Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.